Not the,
Uranium for
yeah, but you called it what?
that was the product.
Yeah, but what was the name of the?
Oh, in the plant?
Yeah,
Oh, it made power plant fuels, nuclear, and plutonium.
that was the word I was
Fuel.
thinking of. Plutonium.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first one in, and they made all the fuels for the huge submarines
Oh,
Yeah,
that
wow.
we then
the
had.
Navy, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
for the Navy. And how long does the fuel last for the Navy?
Long as the ship lasts,
Yeah.
50 years.
One
They could
load
run
of
wide
nuclear
open for
fuel
50
would
years.
last for the life of the submarine.
So what about the waste? Was there, like, like for commercial plants, they have it and they bring it in and they use it and then it's gone. You know, they have to do an outage and replace it and
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Oh,
Right.
they try to remake it. They can remake it. They have
Okay.
plants that does it over again.
yeah.
So anyway, we got our first home
Uh-huh.
then in Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and Barry by this time was starting. Well, no, he wasn't quite in high school, but
Oh,
we
really?
lived there long enough that he did finish
So-
high school.
So when Grandpa got the letter that he was offered the job at Oak Ridge, this was when Gary was 14.
No, he was about 7 or 8 when
7
we
or
moved to Tennessee.
Going out on the porch? You want to sit in here with us?
Oh,
Am I on your way?
Sit still.
Yep.
I can get in. Oh,
Okay.
He must be hungry. We'll have to
We
stop
should break for
lunch.
lunch.
You'll have to stop for lunch. So that's how we got to Tennessee and how we, Harry graduated then from the University of Tennessee and met Jane, your mom, while we were there.
And was Nancy born?
And Nancy was born in Tennessee.
She was born in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm out of sync, see, because he was asked to come from Tennessee when a man was promoted from the Oak Ridge plant to come to this factory that was going to make fuel for the Navy, to come there and help them make that.
So that wasn't at Oak Ridge.
No, that was in Tennessee. That went to Pennsylvania.
That's when you went to Pennsylvania.
That's when we went to Pennsylvania. And I did not, in Tennessee, I taught maybe 1 year. And then I said, when we move again, don't tell anybody that I know how to teach school. Because
That's how I feel too.
because I hate being a substitute. And I didn't. And he never wanted me to teach full time. I was supposed to teach our kids. If you had a talent, you teach our kids. And so that was the way it was. But then we'd get in a bind, and when the new house fell apart, and had to have help to repair it. Why I had to go back and I taught a year of school in Nebraska. But and so when we moved to Pennsylvania, I said, "Don't you tell anybody that I'm a teacher." I just said, "No, I don't work out of the house." but it was just because substitute teaching is terrible. Every time you don't know the children, you don't have a chance to win them over. You just it's just keeping them in school for that day.
Yeah.
And most of the teachers didn't have written lesson plans and things like that, and I hated substitute teaching. But I did a lot. They always said, well, if you're a teacher, you can do this or that, and you can be superintendent of the Sunday schools. I taught Sunday school for 25 years.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And so I always did some teaching, but not wasn't full time. Then we got when we moved from Tennessee to Pennsylvania, we couldn't sell our place. We couldn't sell our home.
In Tennessee.
Yeah, and Gary and I and Nancy got left behind, and nobody came to look at it. They had opened up housing areas on the lake, and everybody wanted a new house on a lake, and we were on the hill looking down at the lake, and so after about 6 months of this, Harry said, "That's enough of that. Just come on." So we moved up to Pennsylvania to join him, and we rented us a home. And Nancy and Gary both. Gary was by this time in college in Tennessee, and he wasn't moving. Yeah, he had met Jane and all sorts of things, and he was staying. And so he said, "You go out and find us a house." And to just run out on the weekends and look, we had found acres, but we hadn't found a house that was decent. And then finally I found the home that we retired from, and it was 15 acres, and it had the builder of the area's home in it, and it was nice. And we were getting grandchildren the next thing you knew, and it was a great place. We had a pond and a creek and a hill and a sledding place and a skating place, and it was a great place.
It was perfect. So Nancy grew up
and
there.
Nancy grew up there and graduated from the high school there in Leechburg. Yeah, and so then she decided that she was going to the Army. But she went as an exchange student to South America. And she loved being away from home, all on her own and everything else. And so she thought, I know how I can do that. I've just joined the Army. I can go wherever they go. And I couldn't talk her out of it. I said, "Nancy, you're an excellent student. You should go to school. You have to go to college, you know." And no, well, she would when she got done traveling around. But she said, "Right now it'll be a waste of your money and my time." So she went to the Army.
She went to the Army.
Yeah, left her horse with us and everything, other animals she had, and the acres and everything else. Yeah, but after about 3 years, she had enough of the Army, and she had made a bad marriage. And so she decided she better go back to school. So she started going back to school with 3 children. Well, 2 were there, and the 3rd one came. And so we babysat lots of grandchildren.
I know. I was there. It was the best.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Yeah. And every once in a while, Sarah and Andy would come to visit us. They lived too far away to come too often. But,
oh, no. I would have lived there if I could.
Once in a while, their parents would take a vacation or something, make a trip or something, and they would leave one of them with us, and that was great. I always remember when they brought Andy one time, and your dad said to me, "Now, Mom, if anybody can teach him this, you can." Well, I said, "What's that?" He said, "How to go to the bathroom." We didn't have him toilet trained yet. I thought, I don't know that I learned that. But mine were trained shortly after they were 1 year old. Boy, either I was trained or they were. Anyway, I pushed that, and by the time they came home, he was an expert.
All right.
And your dad thought that had really been a good visit.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave Katie Jane with you because we're still off and on.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, like to take Rachel's little girl. Christina is good now. She knows.
Yeah, Christina's good.
But she was a long time before she was perfect. That she was really in charge. Yeah.
So you want to break for a little bit?
Yeah, that's